Good morning, traders. We are live. Today is Wednesday, August 7th. Let's get my charts here set up off on the side. All right. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Karn. All right, let's have a day, man. Yesterday was yesterday was an absolute brutal day of trading. Absolutely brutal. Took around $700 in losses yesterday. Starting with the 15-minute Rob reversal was not good. I don't know if you guys watched my video from yesterday. I uploaded it late last night. Got home from work actually pretty late. 3 setups yesterday on the 15-minute Rob reversal. First one was to go short. Took a quick loss on that. Obviously, I've been notating how narrow those brackets obviously look when volatility is so damn high, like it's been the last three or four trading days. And even though the moves can be right, I think this down candle here was about 60 points from the entry. But with that much volatility, there's just not that much space in those trades. And then on the flip side, next candle got activated to the long. Same thing, got stopped out pretty quickly, and this thing went for, I think, close to 200 points to its top. This last trade here, which I did not take, I took this secondary trade, and this third trade here, this was kind of a shit setup. Didn't really just got stuck in a range, so really didn't do much. And then I don't know, I posted a question yesterday, didn't really get any response in the comments. I should know this. I should have actually sent customer support a ticket. My feeling now is that on the funded account, I can only trade 2 micros. Because yesterday, this first trade, I think it was an oil session 1. So I was obviously trading 1 E-mini. And then this triggered with 2 micros. And my strategy got deactivated. And I got an error message, something about contracts. So my feeling is that that the rule of 2 contracts, goes for E-minis or micros, which to me doesn't make any sense because an E-mini is equivalent to 10 micros. So that would be, I would think that Top Step would only really care about the actual risk. The risk profile in the trade, not the actual quantity of micros. But I could be wrong. Bruce, yeah, good question. ATR is something that I've got that on a separate chart off the side on my NQ chart, and it is I haven't really experienced a big issue with it up until these last few days with extreme volatility, but I am obviously looking at that very closely because I'd rather not lose, obviously. All right, let's jump into our levels. Let's see if we can get this done before the market opens. Luis, good morning. Bruce, good morning. Coach Gleets, good morning. Karn, absolutely, we would need definitely looking for a green day today. I don't care the dollar amount, but actually, to be honest with you, I just really want a win in oil session 1. How about we just start with that little piece of that little piece of good juju putting out there in the world. We are, I believe, the last 6 trades, or did I say 7? Let me see from yesterday. I think in my video yesterday I said 6. Yeah, it is 6. So the last 6 trading days, oil session 1 has lost. So I guess we got the law of numbers going on that one. Rob, what do you mean 2 micros is giving you problem trading 3? No, actually, what my issue was yesterday is that yeah, actually the 3 makes sense to me that I'm having an issue, because I remember the first day, I think we got a setup that I missed, and I was originally trading it with 3 micros, and I remember getting an error and my strategy getting deactivated. But yesterday I was in a trade in oil, so that was up. That was taking 1 E-mini contract, and then the 15-minute Rob reversal hit with 2 micros, and it deactivated my strategy, and I got this error message. I should have taken a screenshot of the error message, but I was in a trade and I was flustered, so I actually didn't. I didn't get the opportunity to actually take a screenshot of it. But there was definitely an error there, and I believe had something to do with contract size. Rejected by, I don't know. I can't remember the exact error message, but that's what's leading me to conclude that on these funded accounts, they still have, because I remember on the evals it was the same thing. You know, the amount of contracts, you were limited, but then they changed that to allow you to trade more micros to kind of match up with what they're allowing you to trade on the E-mini side. So I don't know. So as of right now, I'm trading 2 micros on the 15-minute Rob reversal. I do have that activated. As far as, we got 2.5 minutes left on this candle here. Looks like oil made a higher high here. Yes, it did. News for this morning, we've got oil inventory at 9:30 in the morning, and then BOC at 12:30 this afternoon. And again, same as last week, I'm going to determine oil session 2 based on what gold and oil do here this morning at the 8 a.m. session. All right, so we do not, oh yeah, we still do have a setup here. All right, so we'll stick on these charts for the next 2 minutes and see if we get a trade here, and then I'll jump over to the levels and see if we can snag a setup here this morning. How's everybody else doing on their trading? Obviously, I know yesterday was not a good day. Probably I have mentally already kind of put it out of my mind. Today's a new day, new trades, but just in general, how's everybody else doing? Is everybody? Oh, I got another question for everybody too on the chat. Let me know what prop firm you guys are using. I would like to know what everybody is using, and if I can get some pros and cons and some honest feedback on prop firms. Obviously, the only prop firm I've ever used has been Top Step, which I would say in general I have been pretty happy with. Again, I don't have much to compare it against. Yeah, I kind of figured Apex would be pretty popular. Trade with us, take Profit Trader. Can you give me a feedback on that? How do you like it? How's customer support? How's connectivity? All right, looks like we're gonna have. Looks like we got a setup here in oil session 1. Let's see what happens. Lucky Yang, Top Step X. Okay, I use, yeah, I've got a few funded accounts with them, with Top Step on the Top Step X platform, I should say. You can get the most accounts, but the pay but approvals take forever. Okay, so yeah, I mean Apex. There's obviously a lot of info on YouTube, and obviously in my Discord, I see a lot of people um, having conversations about Apex. Typically, not the best. I don't necessarily hear always the best about Apex. It seems like I guess people report things a lot when there's issues. When things are going great, I guess people don't really say much, but I have always been happy with Apex. Nice, Bruce. Okay. I'd like. Yeah, I'm looking for some genuine, transparent feedback. Yeah, so I've heard that as well as far as proving trades. They're asking a lot of people to do screenshots or videos of the kind of their strategy and kind of proving that that's what they've been trading. I've always thought it's, obviously me doing videos each and every day. I would say majority of the days, 95% of the days, with the trade recaps. Obviously, if you're trading one of my strategies, I think that could. I would think that my channel would probably be a lot of pretty good resource to kind of prove the strategy and to prove what it is that you're trying to your strategy's performance, and not the performance but the actual rules and the conditions of the trades. I would think would be pretty clear cut. Yeah, I'm already in this oil session. I'm not in the trade yet, but I've got my orders here set up. Again, like I said, we've taken 6 losses in a row on oil session 1, so hopefully the law of numbers is on our side, which is not the way you want to be trading strategy. That's for damn sure. Come on, let's get in this trade. Maybe a double inside bar setup. Let's see what the risk is. Pretty big. We get activated to the short, should be around 38 ticks of risk. Yeah, oil's been in a pretty steady uptrend here. All right, so let's bring this down a little bit, and I will increase this to 38, and let's target 38. All right, we're in oil. Let's see what we can do here. Not the best initial reaction out of our entry. So that's a negative sign already. So 38 ticks. The reason why I don't leave it at 35. My rules and conditions on these trades are anything 40 and higher, I reduce down to 35. So And we've been pretty much sitting in this range since about 7 in the morning. All right, let me take a look at the levels. Doing this, that lately, touch for entry. Yeah, 100% agreed on that. So what we're looking for is that push. You know, it could be a small push. It doesn't need to be a huge bar, but you'd like to see some momentum out. That is the whole momentum piece of the strategy, which is obviously extremely important. And it's a big size trade, 38 ticks. So, all right, let's open up the levels here this morning, starting on the ES. I'm not going to map out anything on from 52.29 and under because we did not touch into any. Well, actually, no, that was mapped out already. So these have not been touched yet a second time. Setup I had yesterday that I was looking for was a long from the 51.96 right back to 52.29. Stop loss at 51.89. So that's a trade setup that I would still consider here this morning. Let me just delete this one. Let's delete this one. And I don't believe that this, nope, it did not get touched. So this up here is okay. And I'll show you guys on the chart why I picked these levels already. But let's, all right, we're on the 15-minute. So we've got a level right here at 53.36. This is on the 15-minute time frame. Let me just bring that up just a little bit. Pretty close here of kind of tapping into it. So we'll see if this holds. Maybe not the strongest level yet, but we'll take a look. And then below us, nothing. Yeah, below us there is nothing until this level right here at 52.29, which is a beautiful. This is a perfect UV shape reversal. Line is obviously on the bottom of these, intersecting the bottom of these two bodies. So that's where that level came in at 52.29. This level at 51.96, you guys see it right here. It's at the bottom of these two bodies. UV shaped reversal. For what reason it reverses, who the hell knows. And then these are all on the 5 minutes. So let's jump to the 5 minute really quick. And I don't believe there was anything. Let me just make sure there's nothing here. No, this is the little gap that we had. All right, let's jump into the 5 minute. What's oil doing? Oh, oil had a nice little push there. All right. We won't look at it then. All right, on the 5 minute, let's see what... all right, let's see what the levels we've got here. Looks like we got a few. What do we think about this level right here? 1, 2. It's been tapped into already 3 to 4 times. I'm going to go with this level right here. Okay, so I've got a 5 minute level at 53.06. Let me just get this into a dotted line. Dotted line always indicates a 5 minute level. I've got another one. Copy, paste. I got another level right here. There we go. At 52.84. Would love this level, but it already got tapped into right here, so that kind of weakens that one. What else? I could probably see something happening right. Let me just copy this one. Copy, paste, and we'll put a level right there at 52.63 on the 5 minute. And another one right here, not as strong. Oh, should I be moving my stop? No. I like to move my stop once it hits about 70%. I would say that's probably closer to 50. So, come on, oil. Let's see what we... Yeah, I could see some resistance right around here anyways. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, so I think on the ES, I've mapped these out, and it looks something like this from a kind of a top-down approach. Obviously, I've already talked about the setup down here. Did I look at it above us? Ooh. I got another one right here on the 5-minute. Super tight. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything right here. No. Okay. All right. So up here, I got nothing that I like. So no short opportunity up here. Obviously, you can see you could get maybe a rejection or some type of reaction to the market on these levels. Made a joke about it yesterday. I mean, the levels yesterday held up really well. There was no trading opportunity that presented itself. But I was just saying, man, if you just keep taking the bounces off the levels, you probably make a fortune. All right, so I got a 5-minute and a 15-minute level very close together. So this would be a pretty strong area, in my opinion. My only concern here is that, you know, the ES and the NQ at the market open and the first 15 minutes of the trade of the session, it tends to want to wick up and down, take out liquidity, take out orders. So this might not hold initially. So it would be difficult maybe to take like a limit sell order here. Maybe the better play here would be actually to see the reaction if we do see that bounce, and then maybe take it on the way down instead of just having a limit sell there. Just because we're so close to the open in 8 minutes, and it's the first level. It's the first level right above price action. And then these levels, you know, obviously are pretty symmetrical in size, if that's the right word. I don't know, I could be wrong. But again, not really good trading opportunities, just because risk to reward here would be pretty shitty. Here you've got a decent one, obviously, because you got 2 levels of defense. I'm just a little worried about that wick, but I will be looking at that over the next 8 minutes. Okay, and now let's take a look at the NQ. Let's look at oil. Ooh, come on, oil. Come on, oil. All right, let me map out the NQ. We got 8 minutes left. Guys, if it hits close to 70%, just let me know. I'm concentrated on the charts, and all right, I can delete this one, this one. I believe, yeah, we tapped into all of that good stuff here. Delete that. This one also, I believe, got tapped into. All right, so let's switch over to the 15-minute. Probably delete this little guy. Yeah, these are fresh levels, so I could leave those. All right, let's see what we got here. So I got a 15-minute level right at the 18,260. I've got a 15-minute level at... This is strange. Very strange sequence of candles here. And then I got a great level right here at 17,999. I don't like this over here. This is too busy. And then this is a fresh level that hasn't been touched at 17,860. Let's just see if there's anything above us. Has this been tapped into? Almost. So close to the ES, where we got a level right above us. Almost really been tapped into right there at the 18,465. So I would consider this not to be reduced risk. I love it. Thanks. Thank you. All right, so we can go to, what, 190? Sounds about right. There we go, 190. All right. That's what I love the chat. It's like having a trading floor right built into to the chat. How fun would that be to, like, if you had like-minded traders to actually like be live trading with people like very close to you? I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool. All right, and I'm sorry, I got a level at 18,676, and all this over here looks like pure garbage to me. So those are my levels on the 15-minute right there. I got 18,676, 465, 260, 56, 1799, and 17,860. All right, now let's jump to the 5-minute. Let's have a meetup. Yeah, I've been thinking about that, honestly. Like, I don't know if that's going to be super corny or not, but like, just rent out some space or meeting space. Shit, I could even do it in my office if people are willing to come to Chicago. I got a huge conference room, and I think that would be awesome. Bounce ideas off from each other. All right, 5 minutes. I'm rambling. Right here, we've got a level. Actually, I like this level better. This is a nice one. Hopefully, if you guys see me marking these levels, you guys realize how not very difficult this is and what it is that I'm actually looking for. All right, 5-minute level at 18,392. This looks too busy here for me. Where else do I got something? Oh no. Well, this is kind of sad. There's not much. Ugh. Not good. There's no 5-minute level. Okay, same thing as the ES. So we got one right there. Dot. All right, so the only setup I would say here, and we're going to probably test this out right at the open, would look something like this right here. Now, my only issue with this is at the open, we are most likely going to get a spike. Now, this spike might go right through here and then start to retrace, so that's why you don't see me putting in a limit order. I just don't. This would be one that I think we just got to watch. So Lucky Yang, why did I not pick some? All right, so like right here, for instance, if we take a look at this little section right here, we obviously had an area that kind of came up, consolidated, and then shot out. This whole consolidation to me is not what I'm looking for. I am looking for something more specific that looks like this, where you get this U pattern. And the reason why I did not use this level right here is because if I draw a line at this level that I would map out, you could see that this has already been tapped into. So I'm really trying to find fresh levels that have not been tapped into at all yet. Obviously, every time price action goes in and taps into a level, the weaker that level gets, at least in my theory. So that is why I don't use that one. I'm really looking for clear and concise areas of, like, even this one I drew out yesterday. This to me would be kind of like a C setup level, not even A or a B. Because again, we do get that U, but it's kind of like a really wide U, where we had some consolidation here. Obviously, a really nice move up. That's actually probably why I moved it, because the move out of there was so damn strong. I mean, look at that. So there's obviously going to be some orders that are going to be resting over here. And let me see if I can find another really good example. Right here. So like this level right here would be exactly what I'm looking for. You know, strong move down, strong move up. Really nothing to the left, nothing to the right. Those are the A plus setups. Obviously, I don't have this marked off because you can see price action's already, tapped into that level. So hopefully that helps you guys understand. All right, so we'll see what happens right here. Looks like we might go right through it. What's going on in oil? I should be able to see. Let me move this to the end. Oil. So I did say that we would see some resistance right here. Right, actually, yeah, right almost at the, right on the dot. So hopefully we can retest this level. We might be able to break through it. Got the NQ chart here on the bottom. Let's see the ES. So the ES hasn't come into this yet. Interesting. So let's see if the ES taps into this. If we get a rejection here. Oh no, the NQ is blown through it. Okay, so that was a good non-trade there. Very good non-trade. So you got to be really careful, obviously, with that open. The NQ and the ES is notorious for really trying to suck liquidity out and tap into orders right at the get-go. Explain. Is it 3 minute time frame? PT, if you can explain which one. So my levels charts, I mapped the levels charts on man, oil. Come on, oil. Give me a bounce back. On the levels trades, I mapped these out on the 5 minute, which are my dotted line, and then my 15-minute lines are my solid blue lines. And then on my morning oil and gold strategy, my God, I haven't even been paying attention to gold. Wow, I could have missed that one too. And on my morning oil and gold strategy, those are all on the 5 minute time frame. So we'll see here if we do get a setup in gold. Let's take a look. So weird that the ES did not tap into that. All right, so it looks like we're going to be... I mean, that's a 40 point. That's a 40-point wick right there. Super tempted to take a short. Oh. Super tempted, but I'm gonna wait for a hopefully a cleaner setup. Possibly even on the ES. Possibly even on the ES. Let's take a look at the ES here. And then I could target right here. That would be my 5 minute. I could target there. You could almost possibly target this, but this looks a little crappy. Huh. Interesting little setup here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Big indecision candle there. Just couldn't do it for me today. Well, gotta make it difficult. Be nice to have a low stress day of trading. So again, one of the only positives is at this point, the risk has been reduced in half, which doesn't mean much because we still want to take a win. Um, all right, it looks like the ES is trying to make a move up to that level, right around 53.37. I hate to get in front of a moving train, but yeah, the NQ is blowing through it. Yeah, nah. I don't know. Maybe it's time for a coffee refill. Typically, good things happen when I go get my coffee. Be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, so I was watching the ES as I was brewing the cup of coffee. That was a good non-trade. All right, so on this oil, um, we're going to see another level of resistance here. So I feel like we can probably break through here. We might get a little bit of a retest right here. And then hopefully we get a little final push there on oil. And then what did I want to do? Let's go in here and let's search for my ES. Actually, will that search just my... I don't know if that's going to search just the... Here we go. All right, let me take this one. Is this going to open it up? I think it will. Copy. All right, we don't need all that. We don't need an advertisement right now. All right, so that link there is for you, Lucky Yang. That's the video that explains my levels. And I go into a lot more detail as to what I'm really looking for, what kind of invalidates certain areas or certain levels for me. So hopefully you'll find some use out of that. No setup yet in gold. We're still hanging around this level here on the ES, and I think the NQ's already kind of gone through there. I would believe the next level on the NQ is at that 18,676. But again, no real trade set up there. So that would be all the way up here. I mean, that's a big move. It's 200 points. And I say big move, but not really. I mean, we've been seeing some pretty insane moves lately. Kadokes. And ES. And I would say if we get a strong rejection candle, I mean, honestly, a bad play, depending on what price action looks like. But if we get a pretty strong rejection candle that takes us much lower than this level here, honestly, a short to 53.20 is honestly not a bad idea. Like I said, I would not be taking a limit order off of the limit sell order off of the open. That to me would be insane because this is very typical of the ES and the NQ. So of course, we're getting that pretty strong rejection candle. All right, oil, come on. Let's get down to 74.30-ish. Let's see what happens right at that 74.30 number, and then hopefully we can get something there. Let me switch this to the ES. I want to just take a look. Let me move this down to the 5-minute. Another thing I was thinking about too is that with the levels trades, for me personally, obviously I got one contract used up on oil. If I do take a contract on the levels, then I couldn't possibly trade gold. So there's kind of like a balancing act, I guess, that you have to kind of do. And I thought I could kind of solve that with the micros, you know, because then if that was the case, if they would allow you to trade 20 micros, which is the equivalency of 2 E-minis, then I could trade the Rob reversal, and I could even trade the levels, maybe at a half position on 5 micros, but that doesn't seem to be the case that you can do. Regardless, we've got about we got about 11 minutes left in gold, so 2 more candles to see if we get a setup. Retracement here in oil. Didn't get that strong down candle that I was looking for on the ES, which is okay. And the same as the NQ, level's pretty damn high up there. I guess since price action is kind of stalling out here, for those of you that are new to the channel, new to the strategies or the setups, at the top of our chat, I included a link to a website that I created. Yeah, I don't know if you create a website, but yeah, I designed a website which is robstrades.com. Pretty original domain name. Again, it's linked at the top of the chat. And if you click on Get Your Indicator, all of my strategies that I trade each morning, so my morning strategies and the 15-minute Rob reversal, they're all on here. So there's a video that obviously explains the entire strategy, very detailed as to the conditions and rules. I've got a clear rules and conditions cheat sheet that you can use. You can print this out. Shows you exactly what we're looking for on the 15-minute Rob reversal, when you can get in, what times are valid, the time frame that we're trading this on. Makes it very clear cut. And then if you want to install the actual, either the indicator, which is this first one right here, I'm sorry, the indicator is right here, which all that does is paints your arrows for you on the setups. Obviously, it does not qualify it with the EMA, the ADMA, so that's something you would have to kind of do. It's more of a visual tool. I use it. And then the 15-minute Rob reversal, the actual strategy that you could download, install it into NinjaTrader, and it will obviously take the 15-minute Rob reversals for you, automated based on my rules and conditions. And thanks obviously to Money for Matt, who is a member on our Discord, that coded these strategies for me. It's been a huge help. Oil, same thing, gives you the strategy, gives you the exact rules, what the sessions are, the time frames, the obviously max one trade per section, what you're going to ignore, what you can take. It's all right there. It's very, very detailed rules and conditions, and it pretty much covers every single setup that you might encounter trading this. And then also there is a NinjaTrader strategy, so it automates that trade for you. And the same thing with gold. So that's all on there on my website. And this is the most updated strategies that we have right now for NinjaTrader. Again, as far as news is concerned, the only thing we're really looking at right now is oil inventory report that's coming out at 9:30. Obviously, would love to take some green right here in oil session 1. And gold looks like we could possibly have a setup. We got 1 minute and 24 seconds left on gold. One second, I gotta take this one. Sorry, just had to take care of a work situation. All right, stuck in a range here in oil. Obviously we're on the profit side of the range, so hopefully let's see what happens here. Oh, almost missed that one. All right, so we're currently in at least a setup in gold. Haven't been activated yet. And at this point, if we get into this gold trade, oil's right back to our entry. Hopefully we don't get a big push here. It looks like to me gold would be a pretty big size trade too here, so this could be 34 ticks it looks like. All right, so we're activated short on gold and oil. So this is the scenario that I was talking about. Like, obviously, if the 15-minute Rob reversal right now was to trigger, I mean, we can obviously see it in real time now too. I'll see if I get that error again. It usually just deactivates the strategy and I get an error. So we'll see if that's the case. Nice strong push there in gold. Let's see if it sustains. But that is the momentum that we're looking for. That is exactly what I like to see out of the entry. I'm okay with a retest and a strong push down. Again, short in oil, short in gold. Had a really nice strong push in gold, but not, let's see, man, pretty close to 70%. Let's see, it went down 23 ticks. We're looking for 34. That's pretty damn close to 50%. Oil is annoying, yeah. Sure not making life easy. So let's see, 24. Maybe I can do the math on that. That's exactly 70%. Went down 24 ticks. We're asking for 34. I hate to do this right here, but I should go down to 170. It's not going to leave a lot of room here, unfortunately. So brought my risk down to 50%. This trade went exactly to 70%. Went down 24 ticks. We're looking for 34. Divide that and then you get 70%. So I'm okay with that. Let me just take a look at all right, we'll see if we get a strong push here. That might develop another level right here on the 15. So I'll keep an eye on that one. Ugh. Both working against us right now. We're in the red in gold and in oil. And not much room in both. Does the live stream curse continue? Not looking good, honestly, in either one at this point. But got to keep the faith alive. Keep the faith alive. 15-minute Rob reversal. I don't think that we would get enough to get below the 80 MA here. But if we do get a very strong push without making a new lower low, there is a possibility of a 15-minute Rob reversal, which I can't take at this point. All right, so took a loss in gold, 180 bucks, and oil looks about the same. Such a shame. Had a very good promise. So now what I will do is I will track to see if without my 50% reduction, what happens on this trade. I don't know why, but I got a feeling that gold will still reach its target take profit level, the original. Just a feeling. That momentum play was pretty strong, and there's our take profits in an area that I can feel pretty confident that it would hit. I don't know. 50% reduction. It helps more than it hurts, but it hurts when it doesn't work. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it does save me some capital. A minute left on this 15-minute candle. Let's see if we can get some continued push downwards here. Looks still strong. Looks strong. Man, this trade is it's going on 50 minutes. It could take all the time it wants if it's going to hit my take profit. I'll tell you that. If it doesn't, then I will be not happy. Well, the equity markets are in a pretty much straight shot up. Come on. Let's continue to watch oil. What a nutty trade in oil. Nutty trade. So far, gold hasn't hit its original stop loss yet. Came pretty close, but did not hit it yet. Nice rejection candle on the ES. This would be crazy if this trade went into the oil inventory report. Random Barbarian could have a CL session 2 trade. Yeah, if you're not in take session 1, you probably just got activated to the long, I would think. Obviously, if you're trading oil session 1, we're just taking one trade and we let that trade ride out until its finality. For the good or the bad, and we're hoping for the good. I don't know. Maybe I moved my maybe I'm start to move my live streams on like a Tuesday or a Thursday. Obviously, the Wednesdays seem to be pretty dramatic for the downside. Gold's back at our original entry. Doot, 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 doot. 5 minute and 15-minute level are pretty much on the same at that same line at 53.53. See if we get another rejection here. Definitely not as clean of a chart on the NQ than the ES. Oil. 20 minutes to oil inventory. This would be crazy. Hour and a half trade just to get to the report. As far as gold is concerned, not reducing your 50% risk, you'd still be in that trade. Negative though, right now. I think our entry was right around that 24.39. Come on. We need to push to the 74.30. Obviously, we need to push to 74.22 would be fantastic, but we need to get that at least that push to 74.30 and see what's the reaction that we're going to get right there. But obviously, we got a ways to go to get to that. If you guys haven't, if you can hit the like button on the video, I would super appreciate it. I hate saying that. Sounds so corny. Equities are pretty much in a range. Looks like they're gearing up for a move. It's like watching paint dry, man. Jeez. Yeah. I don't know. That was a nice little double inside bar, but we need that push. We just need that. We need two more pushes actually in oil. I can tell you that right now. We need two more pushes. $18 oil inventory report. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so true. Oh man, we're giving birth to oil. All right, that's. I'm gonna call that one push. Get down to 74.30, and we'll need that secondary push. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so that was our initial push outside of those two inside bars again. Like I said, 74.30, and if we can get a push to there, that's where we're going to need that secondary hump. No, gold's right at pretty much our entry still, our original entry. All right, we're close to that 74.30 number. Let's go. Man, if we can conclude this before inventory report, that would be fantastic. All right, let's get that push. Right here, let's go. It's good. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. Let's see. Ugh. Ugh. Not work again. Don't people know I'm trading? Ah, 1 second. right up about 260 on this trade. Let's just get this last push. 12 minutes before report. Right here. Right here. Right here. Alright, there's the push. Let's get that follow through right here on the 74.30. That's where I was sensing a resistance right here. One push. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get through. One little push. 310. These are the moments as a trader that you want to hit the close button. Come on. New bar. No. No. Come on. Ugh. Oh, this game will give you some gray hairs, that's for sure. All right, so there's the rejection on the 74.30. So let's see how deep this goes. Curious to know if anybody hit the close button. This might go into the report. That's my feeling now. Ugh. I did it the 40s. That's a good call. Oh, 40s. Okay. Yeah, I would have said the 30s would probably been a very good target. Not good, peeps. Not good at all. That's the worst possible candle to get right there. Seven minutes to report. Getting flashbacks from last week. Well, the positive side is that I figured where we'd get the rejection. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yes, oil doesn't look good at this point. That's way too strong of a up bar. I think oil's got its own plans now. Karen, I'm not going to say that statement anymore about usually going up. That's what yeah, that's been my observation on the report, but it hasn't worked out very well the last couple of Wednesdays. This trade's going on an hour and 14 minutes. And I'm going to say something negative. I don't like putting negative stuff out in the universe, but I almost would rather this trade come to its conclusion before oil inventory, for the good or the bad, because I don't want to be a part of that spike on the bad side. We've been seeing pretty much. All right, so gold at that push right there would have knocked you out of the original. So the 50% reduction at least helped there. Not like that's any consolidation, but for me, I guess it is. It saved me 180 bucks. 170 bucks. And I know I've said it pretty much every Wednesday, but that oil inventory report, you could you could have the direction right. Sometimes that doesn't even matter because of the wick that we typically get. And the slippage is so big that, if I'm risking right now 190, I might take a $260 loss. So there is a case for closing out that trade early, even though that is not part of the rules and conditions for a funded account or cash account. Something you might have to consider. Oh, that was the dump on the ES I was looking for. That's a nice trade. Short right to this 53.20. That's going to happen. For sure, Ben. That's what I'm hoping for, to be honest with you. That is exactly what I'm hoping for. Hope and a wish. Two minutes left for a report. I am so inclined to take this, to close this trade out. So damn inclined. Oh. This is good comment there. Relax and chill. That would be the smart thing to do here. Not good. Not good. That's exactly what we didn't want to see. Wowzers. Well, at least the slippage won't be too bad. Wow, I take that back. I take that back. I gotta say, this is one of the nuttier trades for sure. What did the report come out at? Alright, so lower inventory. I would think that would make it go up. You almost got to do it at this point, jeez. What a bizarre trade. Well, I did my classic pace around the house and didn't help. There, there it is. All right, so we took that loss there. That was honestly just another nasty day. Another nasty day of trading. All right, down 370. So that's the theme of the Wednesday live sessions. Red. So you got it's 9:36. I mean, you're technically now starting your second session, so you can you could look for another trade. Honestly, I don't even know if I have the emotional willpower to stay in for another trade. Nasty. Nasty. Let's see. Let's see this. What am I feeling on that rejection? Well, we got pretty close to it. Didn't quite tap into it yet. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt. All right, I'm done for the day. I hate to say it, but I am done. I will be taking a look at the levels to see if there's a possible trade set up. Obviously, nothing on the 15-minute Rob reversal. The equity markets from the open haven't really done anything special. Actually, pretty happy I didn't take that ES trade because that would have probably stopped me out right around there. Bummer, guys. I don't know. Maybe I move them to Tuesday or Thursday. I'm a big believer of Juju. All right, that's enough. I'm going to be, I'll leave the chat open for another minute or so. If anybody's got any questions, let me know. Thanks for the support. Sorry, these Wednesdays have really sucked. Yesterday and today were pretty brutal. I think I am now officially down on the funded account. Let me take a look. I'm down $82 on the funded account, up from $1,000 on Monday morning. So that's never good. I should say Tuesday morning from yesterday morning. So that is not a good not a few good days of trading there. And then as far as the stats are concerned, that's not including today. Oil session one's down 84 ticks. Obviously, much more today. So we got to put another $180 there, or another 18 ticks. Oil session 2 is up 37. Gold is up 97. Again, that's not with today's trade. And the Rob reversal is down 3 trades for the month. So not a good start to August. First week of August so far, or I should say the first 7 days of trading in August have been pretty shit. But we also started July on a pretty slow start as well. So hopefully we can rebound like we did in July. All right. That's all I got. I'll see you guys here. Sorry, couldn't have been a better trading day, but that's the way it goes sometimes. See you guys in a little bit.